Selling them is probably impractical and a lot of work. Alrighty, hello internet, everyone, I'm Cadence. If you don't know, I stream every Thursday, but we'll get right into it. Today we're going to do a bit of a story explaining something that I've always wondered. Why do so many people have this random Slippi hat? For those who don't know, this is the hat I'm talking about. You've probably seen it before, but if you haven't, this is what it looks like. And if you've ever attended one of the bigger events during 2021, you know what I'm talking about. And the weird part about it is you start noticing that the most random people are wearing this obviously melee Slippi hat. There's no pattern to it, but I think many would agree this is probably the most common piece of melee merch you'll see at a big Smash event. You might look around at event vendors trying to see like who's selling it, where you can get it, but you'll quickly find out this hat is not for sale. And if you look at slippy.gg, they don't have merch. So where is this hat coming from and why do so many people have it? To explain this, we need to jump really quick back to Summit 11. So it's the summer of 2021, and Summit 11 is the most prestigious Smash tournament of the year. I won't explain all of Summit, but it's an invite-only event with a few spots available for players who are willing to campaign in this like voting system where you get voted in to get a seat at the table. It involves a bit of fundraising, and some of that money goes back into the prize pot and to like the artists or the people behind it. Alright, so we have this player Yingling, a mainstay TO and player in Arizona, and Yingling wants to go to Summit. Summit offers a few number of VIP slots where you can just buy your way in as just a guest with straight cash, but Yingling realizes it's too late and is completely sold out. However, Yingling realizes that he can still attend Summit if he campaigns and fundraises enough money to qualify in one of the open spots available. I'm not going to speak too much of the skill level of Yingling, but typically players of this caliber don't usually campaign, let alone successfully qualify. Alright, so the moonshot of Yingling getting to Summit is born to get him in as a competitor instead of a VIP. And this begins the most successful, least successful, the most expensive campaign of all time. Alright, side note. So, for people who don't know, everyone gets one vote to vote their favorite player into Summit. However, if you buy merchandise from the Summit merch store, not only do you get your item that you bought, but you also get bonus votes. So this is a way to indirectly support the event and buy influence. Yingling has supporters, but the odds are against him. And as the campaign began, we saw Yingling just barely miss the qualification each round, meaning that he'd still have to out-fundraise the remaining candidates. With all this expensive effort already sunk into Yingling's campaign, there's a huge risk that it would be all for nothing if he didn't qualify in that last round. So on the final day, a close friend, Church, secretly purchases a large merch order for the sole purpose of getting additional votes for Yingling. At the time, it wasn't exactly clear how or what happened until after voting had closed. So yada yada, Yingling, by some stroke of luck and magic, qualifies into Summit, but the real magic is after the fact. So the event merch gets shipped out, and everyone who purchases things, even those who bought things just to get votes, start receiving their goods in their mail. And one day, this arrives at the door of Church, the person who at the last minute secretly bought a bunch of merchandise. So what you're looking at here is more hats than someone could probably wear in a lifetime. Selling them is probably impractical and a lot of work, so he decides to give them away. Does anyone have any guesses how many hats are in here? This is kind of like the jelly bean game. Well, this will help you a little bit. It didn't really fit on my computer, so I also fit it sideways, so you guys can guess. Maybe it says on there, I don't know. It's a lot of hats. More hats than anyone should ever have. But it's actually not that easy to find a new home for many hats. Sure, if there were socks or underwear, it'd be easy just to donate them, but something like a hat is likely to end up in the trash. So since the arrival of these hats, Church has given these hats out to anybody who wants them. So at every major, his suitcase is stuffed with any space he has and just crams as many hats as possible and gives them out at the event. And so all these hats are basically just given to a bunch of strangers, and they can be seen from Smash events to non-Smash events. Here you can see it in a crowd at a concert. I even saw a security guard wearing it at an event I was at. Here's a picture of these hats found at a bachelorette party. And there are just so many people rocking the Slippi hat who have no idea what Smash Bros is, or that this hat represents the most important thing that's happened in Melee. Yingling. Okay, actually it's Fizzi and Slippi. But yeah, to conclude, it's incredible that all these hats are given away to somewhat random people, and it's just something that you'll just see forever. I will say that all these hats are gone and accounted for, so don't try to bug anyone for a hat, but if you do see a Slippi hat in the wild, now you know. Alright, and that's pretty much it. I upload weekly and I stream every Thursday at the link below. If you want to support what I'm doing, you could like the video, comment, and subscribe to me on YouTube. Besides that, I have a very large newbie-friendly tournament to run.